Hi, I'm Randy Hollenbeck, and this is the Music Roundtable. Today on the show, we have Noah from metalcore band Glasswaves.
Hi, how are you, Randy?
One light's gonna mark fine, it keeps me high, but it's not enough. Wide eyed in the headlights, take the hit and run. Cause when we fall, we're spinning, and we don't see shit through the clouds. You're a different person when you pull me down. Now, you're pulling me down.
I just wanted to start out by digging into some history. What sparked your interest in pursuing music?
Music, I feel like it started from a young age. So I was very much into like rock music as a younger kid. I like all types of music now, but as far as I remember, I've always wanted to play in a band and perform. And then like as a teenager, I got more into like the emo side of things and got into like metal and things like that. And then it just kind of snowballed from there.
Who would you say would be some of your musical influences as far as vocalist?
Vocalists, right now, I mean, some of my favorite bands like uh, Linkin Park, Bring Me the Horizon, even like Spirit Box, Bad Omens. I think he has a really cool voice, and I'd say I picked some influence from some of those guys.
Okay. Um, how did Glasswaves form?
So it's me and my guitarist. We were actually in a band prior, and we just had like a different image for things. So starting Glasswaves, we were very like tunnel vision, like this what we want to be doing, this kind of the imagery we want to portray and the message we want to get out there. And so when that band ended, we started things here and just came in swinging.
So you kind of had like a blueprint of what you were looking for in the sound and everything like that.
Yeah, definitely. I always say our old band walks so that this band can run. Because I learned a lot when I was with the old band.
And how did you come up with the band name?
So we actually made a list of probably 100 names, and then we slept on the list. And I had a dream. I was playing on stage, and the banner said Glasswaves, and it was one of the names on the list. So we felt like it was meant to be.
What city are you based out of?
We're from Rochester, New York.
What's the music scene like up there?
Uh, I mean, there's a pretty big scene as far as like metal and rock go. There's also a lot of other scenes like in the alternative realm, whether it be like hip hop music, indie, things like that. Um,
Do you feel like there's like a community there?
Definitely, yeah, yeah, definitely. There's a good crowd of people, and you'll see a lot of like familiar faces if you ever come play shows here.
Um, I wanted to dig in a couple songs. Monarch. Um, I, while listening to it, it felt like you're like pulled in a negative, dark place, but you're not innocent because you're addicted to like the chaos and the drama of it all.
Yeah, I'd say that's an accurate interpretation of that song. Like, I feel like we've all been like in a relationship that we knew was bad for us, but something kept us excited and kept us around, and that's sort of what it's about. It's not tailored to a specific situation, but yeah, it is kind of like a play of like a back and forth between like a relationship and kind of how things unfold in a chaos world.
Like you're trying to get healthy, but you keep on going back.
Exactly. Yeah, you're spot on. Yeah.
Right time, not quite, stop this right, cause I'm fat enough. Last time was the last time, what can't I be done? Do you really see me, lost in a daydream? Somebody save me. Can you make it easy, the back and forth is dragging on. I'm choking on these butterflies again. The hands around my neck are closing in, but I can't pretend I'm innocent. I've spent my second chances. Romance is the death wish we thought we had. I'm choking on these butterflies again.
The next song is called Dead Dreams, and you say, guess I thought that I'd find myself, but I found out I'm somebody else. And it makes me think of like you found out a history that you thought was true, but was actually a lie, and you're trying to erase all the memories of the past.
In some sense, yes, it's very much an angsty song. So it's like, to me, Dead Dreams, it's like this dream that's been sold to you, but it's been dead for a long time. It never was real, and but we all play a part in believing it. So
I'm stuck in circles, can't find a way out. I've gotten too close, I'll give in to my doubt. I'm sailing towards the sun, the static is getting louder now. My head is in the clouds, I'm upside down. Guess I thought that I found myself, but I found out I'm somebody else. Tell me how I'll survive these dead dreams. I'm holding on to what I know. I won't fall asleep before I grow. Tell me how I'll survive these dead dreams.
I was listening to a couple other songs. Like, there's a lot of deep thought that goes into these songs, and I was wondering, is this like your way of making like a concept kind of album?
so I feel like the next EP, I'm like, so with the first three songs, it's very like social. Mistakes is a little more personal, and then the Hell You Made is a very like, fuck the man kind of song, anti-establishment style song. But as far as the next EP goes that we're working on, it's a little more internal for me. I'm just speaking on like different relationships I've had in the past, whether that was like romantic or other types of relationships, just with like friends and people like that. I speak a little more on like personal things. So Monarch will be part of that EP, but we actually have an upcoming song that ties into that as well. So I'd say the EP is more of a concept, whereas the first three singles we put out, kind of more about like a broad aspect of things, not so like they don't roll into each other as much.
And you have that new song coming out November 27th, Downpour.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. How'd you find that out?
iTunes.
Oh, no way.
I pre-ordered it already.
Yeah, well, we haven't announced it yet. We've been kind of teasing it a little bit, but yeah, we do have a new song coming on the 27th.
And what can we expect from that song? Is it like along the lines of these other songs you released?
I wouldn't say so. It's definitely got a different energy to it. I think every time we write, we don't ever like sit down and have a direct plan for a song. Like we'll have some bass ideas, and then it's really like it takes us. The song takes us where it's gonna go. And not it's not we're making the song something. So it's always interesting writing for us, and I feel like Monarch was more similar to the first three singles, whereas our upcoming release, you're gonna hear a little bit of some different stuff from us, and it's kind of energetic, but it's still got like that sad boy edge to it, as some people would say.
Now, along the lines of your writing style, do you have everything completed before you go in the studio, or do you like go in with like a riff or something, and in the studio you create the whole thing?
So for a lot of our songs, they're like somewhere between 50 and 80% done before we go into studio. A lot does happen in studio for us because I mean, we spend a lot of time writing in studio, so we'll work on something from home and compile like groups of song ideas basically, and we pick which ones we think are best, and then we go to studio, and then it changes even farther from there. But with the upcoming single Downpour, that was completely different. That was we had actually asked our Discord server to send us like random samples of themselves. Like it could have been anything, like them like tapping like some random crap in their house, or like them making a noise. It was actually one of our fans sent us a sample that we ended up turning into like a melody on a key roll, and that's how this song started. So it's completely from scratch.
Oh, that's cool.
It's actually my favorite song on the EP now. So.
Now, you have an upcoming tour with What Lies Below. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're gonna be traveling, I believe, from December 5th to the 10th. It's all East Coast show dates, but we'll be in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Virginia, New York, of course, and Massachusetts. Wait, am I missing? Oh, Rhode Island as well. So yeah, we were hit up by What Lies Below, and there's some internal connections there. Like, um, we played with If Not For Me before, and basically he operates a label that they're a part of, and they know our managers and stuff like that. So, we actually hung out with them not too long ago. Actually, Saturday in Manhattan, we played a show with those guys, and it made me even more excited for the tour.
Now, if there was one thing you could change about the music industry, what would it be?
Definitely egos. There's a lot of big egos in the scene, and I feel like most of the time it's uncalled for, or like people are people, and I think you should treat everyone with the same level of respect.
Okay. What's your plans for the winter of 2024? What do you got planned up?
So really, we just have that tour coming up in December. We're finishing a few songs in studio that'll be part of this EP I'm referring to, and then we have a one-off show with Until I Wake in Buffalo. That's December 28th, 27th or 28th. I'm pretty sure it's the 28th though. And that'll be our last show of the year. So we're looking to go into 2025 with a lot of stuff backing us, basically.
Like a new EP and like a tour for the spring and summer, kind of like that.
Yeah, yeah, something along those lines. Yeah.
How can we get a hold of you? Facebook, Instagram?
Um, for fans to get a hold of us, I'd definitely say, yeah, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. We're very interactive on TikTok, probably more so than the other platforms. But I think we're the least attentive to Facebook, actually. Like, or we're mostly on TikTok and Instagram, though.
No, I talked to a lot of bands and they said like Facebook is kind of like it's dying.
I mean, I don't know if it's dying per se. I mean, it definitely wasn't the same Facebook I remember from like 5 or 10 years ago, but it seems like it just became more of a pay to get visibility type of platform, and that's works with like companies who have a ton of money to pour into stuff so people can see their stuff, but then you got like normal people on the base level of things that it's like, why am I on Facebook? I'm not getting interaction from people. Thankfully, we do have a little bit of organic interaction on Facebook, so we'll stay there as long as there's a bit of a fan base for us there.
Okay. That's all the questions I have. Thanks for coming on the show today. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Um, Not at the moment. I will say we have the new song Downpour coming out on the 27th, and that'll be available for pre-save very soon. And you impressed me knowing that. I didn't know that was on there. That's funny. But yeah, thank you for hosting me, Randy. And yeah, have a good night, man.